The member for Guelph has in fact was not satisfied with an answer given to a question given by the minister, the acting premier. Now the member has up to 5 minutes to debate the matter, and the acting premier or parliamentary assistant may in fact reply for up to 5 minutes. I now turn it over to the member from Guelph for your question.
Thank you, Mr. Speaker. It's an honour to rise today to further the conversation about developing an auto strategy for Ontario to lead the electric vehicle revolution that's happening. And while I recognize that this is a very partisan place, I stand up in the spirit of collaboration and cooperation to say that we owe it to the auto workers, the communities, and the business in the auto sector to work together to develop a strategy for this province to maintain our leadership in a sector that's undergoing dramatic global transformation. GM's decision to not allocate product to their Oshawa plant after 2019 was a devastating blow. It's a wake-up call to the dramatic changes that are happening in the auto sector. And playing the blame game will do nothing to bring those jobs back, and it will not prepare Ontario for the future. And that is why I believe it is so important for this House and this government to send a clear message that Ontario is going to fight to defend auto sector jobs. And that is why I asked the Premier to work with all stakeholders to develop an auto strategy for Ontario to lead the electric vehicle revolution. GM's decision not to allocate product to Oshawa is part of their global restructuring to invest more in the production of electric and autonomous vehicles. It's part of a global shift, and the numbers are staggering. Through 2023, global automakers will spend a whopping $255 billion in research in electric vehicles. Globally, the total number of electric vehicles on the road will triple between now and 2020. There will be 127 million electric vehicles on the road by 2030, according to the International Energy Association. Automakers estimate that up to 50% of the global market will be EVs by 2040. And in wealthier countries such as Canada, the United States, and Europe, they're anticipating that 90% of the vehicles on the road by 2040 will be either electric or zero-emission vehicles. Opportunities for EV automakers will only grow as numerous countries and jurisdictions around the world, such as China, the UK, India, France, California, British Columbia, and Norway, have all set target dates to move to 100% zero-emission vehicles. Global market forces and government policy are leading to an EV revolution. And I want Ontario to lead that revolution, not lose jobs to it. I want to work with all parties in this House, with business, with labour, with scientists and researchers to develop an auto strategy for Ontario to lead in EVs. But we won't create such an effective strategy if the Premier continues to play a blame game on this issue. To blame the carbon tax for why GM did not allocate product to Oshawa is misleading. On GM's own website, they say that they support carbon pricing. As a matter of fact, GM's—
Excuse me. To the member of Guelph, I'm going to ask that you withdraw.
Oh, withdraw. Can I say that it's not accurate to say that, would that be permissible, Mr. Speaker? Okay. It's not accurate that carbon pricing is causing this because GM in their own website says they support carbon pricing. As a matter of fact, GM has a shadow price, an internal carbon price within all their business planning operations right now. So clearly that's not why they decided not to allocate product to Oshawa. So if we're going to be a leader in the $26 trillion clean economy, we need to properly and honestly analyze the challenges we face and come up with solutions. And you know, I don't have all those solutions. That's exactly why we need to bring all the stakeholders to the table to develop them. But I can tell you that supporting innovation and efficiency will be critical to it. As a matter of fact, Linamar's CEO, Linda Hassenfratz, wrote that in the Globe and Mail just last week. The head of the largest employer in my community of Guelph and a significant auto parts manufacturer in this province, talking about the need for us to embrace innovation and to skate to where the puck is going, not where it's been. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.